Okay, guys. Part 3 to the meditation UFO or ETC5. Part 3. But this is more explanation stuff. Should have made some stuff clearer in the first video. So it's just like a chat, just explaining some stuff to people that questions and stuff. Anyway, so for abductions, right? So for people that are abducted, okay. For me, I was abducted one time. My spirit says I was abducted physically one time. And I don't remember too much about it. I remember little tiny pieces, and they were just like whatever. So whatever they do to your brain, or I didn't care. I'm like, hurry up, get it over with. Whatever they were doing, it wasn't too traumatic for me to remember, or they blocked it or something. Whatever they do it. But for myself, and how my experiences, how they correlate to abduction people. So the ET comes right up to my face. I have an hour or more of trauma before it happens. He comes to my face. We have a battle of will. I get so fucking scared, I pass out. So I'm out cold. I wake up from passing out, and he's in my face again. Okay, now that's the spiritual. That's him just projecting at me from the ship in the sky. So one day I brought this to my friend, and I go, how come I always pass out? How come I get afraid and pass out? And this has been going on since I've been 10 years old till 1993. Or no, 1989 to 90. Somewhere 89 to 90 was when I figured this out. So one day I went to this Buddha guy, my friend, and he said, you got to open your heart. He goes, this is what you're doing. When the ET spiritually comes up to your face, you close off. You close your heart, you close your throat, you close your third eye, you close up, and you close all your chakras, you tighten up, and you block them. You fight it. And I go, yes, that's exactly what I do. And he goes, exactly. He goes, why don't you open it? Well, then he'll kill me, right? He goes, that's a fucking fear in your head. That's bullshit. And I go, really? He goes, yeah, next time he's coming and you see him coming, open up your heart and let him in. And I'm like, ooh. So it wasn't even a week. Here he comes. And I tried my best to open my heart, but I couldn't. And, the same thing happens. I pass out. Then he comes again. A couple days later, another week later, the ET comes again. I see him, and I try to open my heart. And this time, I chant, open my heart, open my heart. And I felt my heart open up. And then I just imagined it. And then I just felt his energy. I didn't imagine it. He went right inside me automatically. As soon as I opened my heart and I relaxed and just said, okay, fuck it. Take me. My heart opened up. Woof. And the whole fucking thing went away. No more fear. He just sat in front of my face. And a bunch of stuff happened I can't get into right now because it's later in the video. But right then and there, all the fear was gone. And that was the last, maybe. No, there's 2 more times. Over 2 or 3 more times he came up to my face after that. Just to help me learn. Get me on. But the whole fear left. There was no more fight. You understand? And it took my Buddha buddy to wake me up to one little thing. Open your heart. You understand? Now I got to the point, I went from denial of the experience when I was younger. I went to acceptance of the ET after a crap load of experiences. I finally accepted them, and I slowly over time accepted the inner light and how that works. And I've experienced that he showed me the inner light. The ET, after that experience, well, no, before that experience, showed me the inner light to myself. And that's a fantastic, fantastic video I have to make later. But what I'm trying to say is, so I knew my inner light. I accepted the ETs come down. I didn't know how. I didn't know. Well, I knew they came down spiritually, and yet they're physical, because they're also training me to see the craft and listen to my heart at the same time. That's another story for another video. But what I'm saying is, I changed the dynamic the day I opened my heart. No more fear. Now, I'm not a victim. I always saw myself as a victim. And the victim was out of fear in my ego. And fear, I was violated. He won. I'm a victim. Alright? Now, after I opened my heart, I'm not a victim anymore. I became a participant. I have no more scary contacts with him. I hook up to him. We give spark kiss. We greet each other with a fucking spark kiss. And in spirit world, if a spirit comes up to you and you're in the inner light and they're in their inner light, it's like a kiss. That's what it's like, and you kiss each other. Okay? And then, so the ET don't even have to come down to talk to my inner self. Wherever he is in our space, I just tune into him. He tunes into me. We close the gap. Kiss. That's it. All the fear is gone. No more bullshit. Or if I'm doing my daily thing, he wants to find out what Rich is doing. He just hooks up to me, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" I can feel it, right? Because I shift to his vibe, and then here he is. When I'm walking down the street, that type of thing. Okay, and that dynamic, the fear dynamic and everything, that plays into. It's no different. It's no different than boyfriends, your mom, your dad. Why do I get all the shitty boyfriends if you're a girl? Why do I get all the shitty girlfriends? It's a dynamic. You order it up. You order up that type of person. You understand? So once you're wrapped up in that dynamic, all you gotta do is change the fucking dynamic. How do you do that? With your whole psychological bullshit inside you. You change it. You reformat it. Okay? You do that with your inner light and program your head. I don't want to be that anymore. Change the dynamic, go on to new people, new things. Okay? Just like I did with the ET. Now you can call it ET, super powerful extraterrestrial, but it's just a fucking guy that flies around in outer space who has better gear than you do. And he comes from a different civilization. That's all it is. Alright? Everybody got to put so much shit on it. When you look at it, he's just a guy. Now, for the abductees, okay? Okay. For the abductees. I'm talking classic abductees, not psychological people that think demons are or like a ghost, or you feel something and it's an ET, okay? However they put it together in their heads from the stuff in their heads, from the program in their heads, okay? So if you're a Christian dogma guy in your head, that's all you think about is Christianity. Everything else is a demon. You're always going to be stuck in that. You got to filter everything that comes towards you as a demon. Okay? Been there, done that. That's old news. That's gone in the medieval times. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of hearing about it. Alright? That's just a program of religion. Okay? Now, and it's like that with pretty much everything. Okay? So, people see a demon, call it an alien. People see an alien, call it a demon. Depends on the filter in your head. And let's just say you're a classic abductee. You're wide awake during the abduction. They take you on the ship. You're wide awake the whole time with the streamer thing. Okay? Pretty straightforward. Now, how do you change the dynamic where you're not a bitch to the forces you don't want? Okay? Now you got to remember. There's rules in the game. Why are these rules broken? They're not supposed to fuck with you, okay? They're not supposed to fuck with you. If they're of the creator and the spark and the universal laws, creation's laws, they're not supposed to fuck with you, but they are. Why are they doing that? Alright? You gotta ask yourself. Don't ask anybody else out there. Ask yourself that fucking question. And it all comes down to every single time they have an agenda and you're a bitch. So as long as you're going to be a bitch, you're going to be a bitch. And they're going to do what they're going to do. If it's for the better and you don't know it, if they're trying to save humanity by taking your DNA and studying you or whatever they're doing, and you don't like it, they don't care if you don't like it and have fear in your head and you play victim role. They don't care. They have, here's your scale. I live in fear. I'm a victim. Here's their scale. I'm saving the planet. I'm saving humanity. It's sort of like when the government goes, okay, we gotta sacrifice. This town's got a fucking deadly disease. If the disease gets out, it destroys all of America. The whole world's gonna destroy. So what do? Drop a nuke on the town. That's what they do. They got a bigger agenda than you do. Okay? They got a more important thing than your little issue. I don't like it. Alright? Granted, I didn't like the ET coming staring in my face, but when I opened my heart and let my soul out, which is what he's been trying to tell me for 20 years, but it took the Buddha guy to tell me that, someone from reality, the whole dynamic changed, and I'm not a victim anymore. I'm a participant, and I can do the CE5s like, just like that. Okay? So, I don't have that fear filter. I don't have the religion filter. I don't have all this shit. I see an ET as an ET as an ET. I've got no ifs, ands, or buts about it. In my life. Not for anybody else. But I'm just telling you so you can relate it too. Now, in order for you to change the dynamic of what's happening to you, you got to accept a bunch of things. You got to accept that it's an ET. Filter out all your religious stuff. Filter out all your fears. Learn to open your heart. Learn to listen to your inner light, which you should have been doing long before the ETs came in your life. If it was from birth, I don't know. Hey, everybody's different. But it all comes down to your inner light. And I saw me meditating in heaven before I was born. And this is what I saw. So, I saw me in a vision, in a dream, astral traveling, before I was born, around my mom. And I stopped beside her bed, and she was there, playing on her bed with her sister. And I go, that's my mom. I go, that's my mom. That's my mom. And I'm dead. And I relived it. Okay? I remember me meditating. I remember a guy in heaven coming up to me and goes, oh, you have a chance to be born. Do you want to take it? I need to know in this amount of time. He goes, I need to know quickly. So think about it. Do your thing. Yes or no. Because we have a lot of people that need to be born. And I'm like, okay, but this is chances for you. So let me know. So I sat down with myself and I visualized, I asked the Creator, what was this life going to be like for me? Where was I going to be born? What was I going to do? What's it consist of? Right? And if I didn't agree with it, I'm going to say, no, give it to somebody else. But I agreed with it. I sat down, I looked at it, and it was a pretty boring life. Me working, living, and that's what I wanted. Because in my past lives, it's been hell. Every fucking lifetime. And I always died for religious persecution. And I know about 9, 10 past lives I had that are affecting me in this life. Well, not all of them, but you know what I'm saying. And I don't want to live in that hell. I don't want to live under a dictator. I don't want to live in World War II. I don't want to be killed. I don't want to watch people get killed. I don't want to starve. Because my spirit comes from a fucking extraterrestrial race, the ones that are visiting me now, a long time ago, that don't have these fucking problems. And here I am born and I got to deal with all this fucking archaic bullshit. You gotta pay for water? Really? You gotta pay for food? Really? Are you out of your fucking... You have a monetary system? What the fuck is that? You like beat rocks together to start fires and shit? I don't want to go. I don't want to have intertribal fucking watching kids die and mutilation and guts and gore. I'm sick of it. So I saw my life. It was pretty boring. I was going to have fun, do a bunch of shit. Then when I accepted it, I told the guy, I said, hey, I'll take that life. I need some experiences to have to do this stuff. And then before I came, I went and saw the ETs. I went and got my wife. I said, hey, this is in the spirit world before I was born. I went to my wife at the time that we just had a past life together where I got killed and she got killed at the same time. And so anyway, we're in heaven. I'm talking to her. We got married in heaven. And then I'm talking to her. I say, look, I got a life coming up here. She goes, yeah, I know. And she knows all that shit. She was with me through it. And I go, well, I want the ETs to come and keep me smart, okay? This is what I said to her. I want the ETs in my life. Because I don't want to because I know, everybody knows, you get wrapped up in the box and you become a complete blithering idiot. And I don't want to become that. So I want the ETs to smart me up. So I go, can you come with me to the ETs and see the ETs? Will I ask them to do this for me? And she goes, no, I don't want to. They're scary, right? She goes, no, they're intimidating. Like, they are. They're fucking powerful on the spirit level. And then the weird thing was, we walked through this weird hallway, which was like a blue hallway, real high up. It was like the highest point in this blue hallway up the staircases. That's what it seemed like. And then we come to this door. We open up the door, and I ask, and this is in heaven, I ask for the ETs to come. And all of a sudden, they come. There's 3 or 4 of them, and they're standing there. And I said, hey guys, it's like, okay, I'm going to be born in a body. Okay, I give them all the information. I'm going to be born in a body. I need you to make sure I don't forget everything. I don't want to forget you. I want you to come down and crack my nut, break my head, bring my thing, okay? And then I don't remember them responding. That's all I remember, just me asking, and then I went away. I woke up. But I remembered all that when I was in heaven. So, whatever. What I'm trying to say to you is, I made a contract right there with the ETs. Do you remember your contracts? Do you remember how it happened? Do you know why it happened to you? Do you know why? Do you know why you're being abducted? Do you know what happened in heaven before you came here? Do you know the interaction with the ETs before you came here? Do you know what? You know, there's 100 million variables, and only you, there's one fucking truth. Period. And it's your inner light, and it's going to show you. But you got to ask. You got to own it, and you got to ask, and then you'll get the fucking visions. I get them all the time for everything I ask. It's just because I'm not in denial anymore. There's only one God, that's me. No one else is going to give me the answers I need. Period. And I get them. And here I am expressing them to you. So, if you don't want to be a victim anymore, or a slave to a race, or an archon, or the government, say you're a suit and tie guy, and you're owned by the government, like all the presidents, or all the bureaucrats, you're all owned, and you don't want to be owned anymore, you got to change the dynamic. Alright? Or, you know what? Be owned and be a bitch. But whatever. I ain't. And once I accepted the ETs into my life, all I had to do was open my heart, and I stopped. They stopped. The fear went away. It was my fear. So when you do that with your abductions, you're going to realize, okay, it's my fear. And I know people on the internet, I've seen them say the exact goddamn thing I'm saying. I became a participant, not a victim. Now, they went on with the abductions, but the whole fear thing changed. They went out and helped the ETs now do their program, because they got bigger things to deal with. Like, whatever they're doing is more important than your little fear. So they're just going to take you like a rat. They're going to throw you in a cage and fill your head full of chips, and half of the stuff ain't even physical. It's ethereal implants. And they do the exact same goddamn thing, if not more than the physical implants. Okay? And it all comes down to agreements. Who owns your ass? You want to be a victim or don't you? When you own your inner light, and your God is with you in your agreement with yourself, you could change the fucking face of the planet. When Christ comes down, how the fuck do you think he does the shit he does? He's not in a lie. He ain't living in a lie. He knows it's a fucking illusion. He controls the illusion around him all day long. Days before he gets killed, he knows he's going to get killed because he already sees the illusion and the whole path leading to it. And that's why he's here. He knew it before he was going to be. So I knew the ETs. I was shown the ETs. How I hanged myself on the earth. So I played a victim for 20 years for something I asked for when I was fucking dead. And I made a contract with the ETs. Not a bad one. They don't owe me. I just asked them to don't make sure I'm not a fucking slave in the fucking illusion. Because you get wrapped up in the illusion because you can't fucking see anything because this whole world, this whole physical reality is a fucking illusion. The only way out of the illusion is your inner light. But the ETs were a conduit or a fucking contact to keep me out of the fucking illusion. And that's what they did for fucking 40 fucking years. Every time I went to the illusion, fuck you, get back here. Nope. And now I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see the fucking illusion. I'm playing with it. I'm working it. I'm wearing stuff up. It's happening all the time. And you can change the outcome of everything you want. You're in LA. Period. That's it. And people have contracts. People, they do. And so many you don't even know. But you know something's wrong because this is happening to you. But you can't accept your inner light. You can't accept ETs. You can't accept Bigfoot. You can't accept whatever. You can't accept Jesus Christ. Okay? Or you accept all that, but you can't tell your friends. But you got to go to work. So what do you want? What do you want? You can do all that, or just get down with your inner light, and you start commanding your fucking life from spirit, from God, within your ego, manifesting in the illusion. That's all it is. And you can quickly find out if you're being owned by a demon, or an archon, or a bad spirit, or a drug addict spirit, or whatever. Chant Christ consciousness. If it comes in, he don't find nothing, then it's an ET. So if you don't know if it's an ET or a demon, there's two ways to find out. You bring in Christ consciousness. Oh, but that don't exist. Okay? Religion don't exist. Religion's made up illusion to keep you fucking slaved and stupid. Uninformed, away in a delusion, so you never find your own truth, which is in your own heart, in your own soul, in the spark, in the innocence. You understand? That's how it works. That's how it works. You can change anything. Just desire it, order it up, and do it. One within yourself. No bullshit. Get rid of everything you think you know. Fucking dump it. Always. Within the illusion. Within reality. Everything you think you're told. That's what I'm saying. And start listening to your heart. That's the only answer that's true to you. And ever will be. Period. You can go 400 fucking lifetimes in the past to when you were a fucking ape running around in the forest in the past life in another planet. How are you going to find that out? Build a time machine and go? No. Your inner light. Ask it, it'll show you. And you'll feel it when it shows you in a vision. When you're having a vision of something like that, feel. If you can feel the answer, you can feel what it's being explained to you in the dream, well, you'll know exactly what it is. Because you're dreaming it in a vision. You're having a vision, meanwhile you're feeling it. And the feeling is saying, this is you. 40,000 years ago, or 40,000 past lives ago, running around in the dirt as a rat. Whatever, I'm just giving you an example. This is what it's saying. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. I got a million examples coming up. I just got to make videos for them. I just haven't done it. So, for the ET abduction and contactees and all this stuff, if you don't like it, Change the dynamic inside yourself. Go inside. Find out what's happening. Accept that you're being abducted. There's so many ways around it. There's contracts. There's not contracts. Some people are crazy. Some people do this. Some people do that. Some people ain't even what they think they are. And everybody's putting it on the internet, and everybody's coming to the one conclusion. Fake races, fake experiences, wrapped up in real experiences, real things, crazy people, demon owned, Jesus owned. It's endless, but it's all noise. The only truth is in yourself. Period. That's it. You can't really play with it. You can't do anything with it. You can listen to other people's experiences when you get the tingles and say, hey, that guy's, he's onto something. I'm going to listen to him. That's what you do. To get through all the noise out there, find out what's real or not. When you get tingles, that's your spirit going, yeah, he's on it. Listen to him. All right? Right now, if you want to feel like you're going to throw up when you're looking at me, then don't watch me. Simple as that. That's all there is to it. All right. I got 2 minutes left. So that's what for abductions. I should have mentioned more about it and explaining myself from yesterday. That's another little thing I wanted to get out to let you know you can change anything you want. And I'm telling you how to do it. And I gave you an example of how I do it. If you watch my videos, it's all they are. They're experiences I had that teach things. And I'm not saying I'm the great winner of all the world, but this is just my stuff. That's how I did it. And I'm helping out if you got that problem. But I know one thing that's universal. I'm fucking talking to ETs. I'm making videos. My friends have seen it. I have witnesses coming out the walls. And it all comes down to your inner light. Inner light's God. Call me an asshole. Call me a thing. Don't write it on my wall because I'm just going to ban you. But you know what I'm saying? For me, in my search of the fucking grand illusion, truth only comes from one place, your inner light. And if you don't have an inner light and you don't have innocence, I don't know what to say. I've never been there. Maybe you're an archon. Don't know. Ask for Christ consciousness to come in. I don't know. Go hang out with the Satanists. Figure this out. Meditate. I don't know, guys. But I don't know. All I know is what I know. And I went through hell. And I'm learning it for myself. I'm just sharing it with you. So you can spend 14 lifetimes searching for God or just look inside and find it and get on with it. Alright?